Get that on the film, shouldn't I? All right.
First of all, round of applause that everybody's here today.
The problems of Poughkeepsie by expanding the jail. We need more housing for these young people.
Right.
I think that they're keeping a lot of these youth in the jail because they have nowhere to go when they release them, and they only feel that they're going to get in trouble again.
I started with jobs, not jails. I still believe in jobs, not jails. If people have jobs, they don't have to be out in the street doing underhand dealings and whatnot, everybody has to survive. Everybody has to eat. Everybody has to have a place to stay. If there's no jobs available, they're going to get whatever means necessary. They're going to get what they need. It's that simple. So the money that's put into jails should be put into job development. As Gene said, more housing for people, especially low-income people. And hopefully there won't be a need for a bigger jail.
That's right.
Because if you make a bigger jail, you fill it up and then you make a bigger jail. So that's why I'm against jail expansion.
All right.
So that's part of the reason I'm here. I think it would be insanity to build a new jail, even to expand the present jail. And mental health issues. 2 weeks ago, I was told by the head of the Mental Health America there were 22 people waiting for a mental health bed at St. Francis.
Wow.
That's the kind of beds we need, not
Yes,
locked
that's
up
right.
beds like that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Considering that the drug laws in this country are about to undergo a major revision, it might be wise to say, and most of the people are in these jails for drug violations, it might be wise to consider that in a few years we won't need this jail at all, jail expansion at all.
Right.
Okay, that's my points. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Charlie, what's your phone?
By building the jail is sending a message that we want to put people in jail.
That's right.
And if you build a jail, the system is going to want to fill the jails.
Right.
Because they don't want to be called a failure that they are by not educating our children.
That's right.
And that's what's going to happen if they do not educate our children, give our children and families a place to go, then they will be put in jail. We do not need that as an incentive to put people in jail. We do not need a larger jail. We need jobs, education, parenting skills, and places for our youth to go. That should be in order. What is called down is prevention. And that's the main thing, prevention.
I think we have to understand also what exactly the statistics, the numbers are for this jail. 87% of those in jail today are not convicted of a crime. They're there, and the majority of these people sit there for 3 months, 6 months, a year, because they don't have enough money to pay for a lawyer to go to trial. The majority of people in our jail today have no hope of going to trial. They're either sitting there, en route to go to prison, or they're sitting there to serve their sentence and then go back in the streets and come back, to prison again. So we have to stop that, number one. We have to demand that those 87% should not be in that jail. They should be in a facility where they can get, a speedy trial. We cannot have a system where we have, incarceration before we have proof of that incarceration. That's unconstitutional. Second, we have to understand the mental health issues. We have to understand that a large portion of the people in jail have mental health issues. They're swept under the rug because we don't want to fund mental health, so instead we fund imprisonment. We don't want to fund education, so instead we fund imprisonment. We don't want to fund jobs, so instead we fund imprisonment. And third, we have to think about the drug war. We have to realize that a huge percentage of people in the prison, aside from being mentally ill, aside from not being tried, are there for petty drug crimes. And we have to rethink our definition of drug crimes as a whole, from a criminalization issue to a treatment issue. If we address these three things, then we don't have a jail overcrowding problem. We have a jail overcrowding problem. And that's how we have to reshape the dialogue. We're looking at 87% plus of the people that are in jail today should not be there. So if they tell us that we need to build a new jail, we have to say no. We have to dismantle our current jail and put money into alternative housing, put money into our communities, and put money into empowerment instead of imprisonment.
That's right.
Occupy Poughkeepsie's in the house. Somebody from Occupy Poughkeepsie, get up here, please.
I like action films, you know, it's a little bit more interesting.
There you go, look at the action.
I'm sure they won't want me to film in here, but
So Barbara, let me know.
Okay.
They'll be representing, so they'll be speaking.
Yeah, I met the, I had gone down to, the church over on Carroll Street. Yeah, when they, their conference. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was really good.
Being fair, we will realize that once we have a problem on our hands, let's fix the problem before we begin going. We have 96, 93 officers in the police in the city of Poughkeepsie. 1 black, 1 Hispanic. They live 25-mile radius. Most of them live outside. They have to live within the 25, but they live outside the city of Poughkeepsie. 29,000 residents in the city of Poughkeepsie, and we cannot find 94 police officers to represent the demographics of the city of Poughkeepsie. New York City says they're trying to change that, but we are going in the opposite direction. We are increasing in incarcerations. We are increasing in arrests, while the other counties are falling. And we are therefore spending the most.